You have quality, but you are not winners. You are too romantic to win things, you know. You're not pragmatic.
So this is actually quite a recent thing.
Things changed 25 years ago. Why? Because handball, so many disciplines, you know,
in sports, started all the teams.
Started to win big trophy, World Cup, things like this. We started to change our mentality, thinking we're good, but now we are winners. So it's spread around the country, you know, this mentality. And now when you look at different disciplines, France, world champions.
Conversation across nti utie Emmanuel Petilla na what in some pre na to dade awon some ba ma Julian Alvarez na ye ni komakra no ere atodo ase ne dream ne die so ne se obawi ni ene ade friend sem ne World Cup no again obesa je biem ase na so na ma o padufo de pa kraketo am ate ze o ball no o ba mu enche wa wi ni World Cup aso obesa saje biem was in the dream ene so obawi ni na afi was wi ni Champions League with Atletico Madrid Boboko na no Julian Alvarez and your tennis MP at the boss or feel comfortable. Our team our Atletico Madrid team no and any J or buyer since day one team no Afanisam and Omu Ebibia and Tono one year not some or Cobebia and no I am some day at 2 day and 70 Tema. One son said news a type as a Barcelona Barcelona Pel. Nasai and a Citan was on board with the news and Bani focus and you say over ball at them I'm Atletico so we a player now we're dear and I bomber dear and a big clubs no and some what is a omo penalties omo pena and also I dear on the dia tunachi I want some body ball and no aya kakra what they are to and some pino as them I'm an anope nama me hodi and they cry for near new come do baby sporting director now boy to man the Barcelona how they cry for no now on in some be atu dan come on in here ninyo ne say Messi e call Messi a free Barcelona e call is a Messi call wo mu here obi am obetimi aba fill gap of them ama team no na enye is a challenge as ama Barcelona this time as Barca betimi enye obi a oba be ya adwuma ne said Messi no Messi character ne a different crowd a different player obi a said was born ball yentie what you cry if kakra dem atuda
forward to 2021 and you get made the sporting director of Barcelona, which must be like a pinnacle moment for you, but Messi leaves a month after you join?
No, actually a month before.
A month before you joined.
I was not don't put me in that one. I was there.
Talk to me about the post-Messi Barcelona and coming in.
So when Laporta came in, then I knew it was a question of time, and eventually we agreed on that. I think it was an emotional call I also had to answer, even though I was coaching like I think 3-4 years before that. Then you come there and you see the real situation. Messi is gone, couldn't bring hardly any players in. It was a very difficult time. We wanted a winger and we had to choose between Rafinha and Anthony. And when you have a fair play issue, of course, Anthony in the end went for much more money than anybody expected. But we really had to make choices based on, okay, if he succeeded in the Premier League and things go wrong, we'll always get our money back. So we will always be able to send him to the Premier League. And Rafinha,
you looked at Anthony closely?
We looked at both, basically. Yeah. But Anthony we like because it's the Spanish. I mean, now he's in Betis and he's doing a really good job. Like he's a special player. But back then we were thinking if we sign a player from Holland and things go wrong, you'll never get your money back.
Throw it forward to 2021 and you get
now conversation was included. I know Rafinha and Anthony, 2 players in the anwa de atuja se omo mienu na between omo mienu emu bako ana ese omo fa na omo ensom fa Rafinha eno enkoma ekoso de ensem ne pete ema na anope osho no so ne later sa eno som ba ye wo Barca no ye ni enkoma ewo ye kan se Messi Messi na biem na ansa na maba Barca ensom na de no so na unim se Messi beko India na ne to no ebaba so ne statue no mame hwe statue de kakra na ye ni nkomo emfa Messi to na wo Messi kwaji go na mami Messi ni statue na oko na 70 feet wow to na statue no maye ewa pa eno eye to na Messi enso ebetimi akọ India me don sampi ebeba adiama ena ewo show no so na Messi to na oko no ode video no beba na mo ye ni nkomo we na ye di nyina na o pe video no enso ngade ba me tisi asilio Messi o betwa picture o betwa photograph na sembia woni Messi meet and greet no nneoma nso atima akoso a yase ebe cost $12,000 and some an ultimate Messi and so miti maza and kwafo be nyeska bruta $12,000 and also obetime obeto picture now when you Messi now when na din komo and some business ideas any ade and as a business connections as a Messi do a businessman enti mo be sharp din komo manuama koso a $12,000 and abetua wa wutie me na mo show bi na na meet na o just say and no for the Mentilio Messi and ye way a statue or nyame atom anu abekwa ko bie and the statue no and some obekwa ko mfeli ni kama and no aye to a Messi ko no India and ya tenen 70 Balio Messi nie and we man so mame Barcelona president ya friend say and the one Laporta nie and nyame atom 11:30 time ni say I come in 2 minutes na about 11 and takata di 2 minutes na ojina court and some was Spain na ni nyina ne say court no Negrera case that was Barcelona to come referees what is answer no and some media no so ama yet Barcelona for us woman to come my referees any idea na Grera and some case me don't some benina the woman you say 11:30 no pay obekwa testify and some our court as a witness muntiani obekom as a witness and no aye the phone matter by yes judge no enya no crime every Laporta and some was a Laporta sama ye busai o the Bible and some abeswe enti omu hia no kra no and some DSC ye bia asem and the onim fa na Grara case no asa wade to the payment to referees and some awala lika no mo and no aye the phone matter by important and you no nko reporter me say kan say Ernesto Valverde and afa Luis Enrique wo me no some anopa no me wo nsem pa say wo mu be video call and so aye ene koma eba wo no so me former coaches at the Barcelona wo so be testify yes omo eba testify as a witness at the Barcelona eboboko na no reporter benchana and conversation be brebe kwaso de be see e court na ka 30 minutes na Barcelona woman president no so yeah my lord na bibia e kama and no telephone ma tebe den some pino atem na banwa ana Eric Garcia and so extending the deal adema Barca to 20 and 31 awo betini tuma atem amatim no na Lewandowski so ne dia no ebe dan ono so be extend and I want extend the reporter ban say yet says so be extend here this we reduce the salary was why ready sm obete na ketua so na afi wa continue abodwuma atem ama Barca no Lewandowski reporter if you on my table don't say nyina no atem leba Gerard Martin a player ate ama Barca na e was Ciutat Exportiva and I don't pay boy and from ebe do ye and okay I just say on so the recovery session no and some the course be kwanra when you knock our training and the reporter ban say nyame adom ochina game against Osasuna wo mu adene be kan na for no and some call me tesa nyame adom ochina Barca ebe ball and wo mu inform attackers e wanim ho na demete ne say NBA obehu Lamine Yamal anafe Rafinha ana Ferran Torres ana Fabrantia ya fe no Marcus Rashford wo mu nyina no and some obetimi start and no dear Chinamo Demetin is a manager. I have found a hands of flick no bet me. I rotate and the boys in the first 11. When my bomb let it to Sasuna no, I had their rotation and so never due to training and course of Nanrano and so extra manager and the rotation. I was a gamer and so bet me a basso. Our Madrid and I don't pay our Madrid and so ultimately call one more training grounds our Vadabe Bas and Mbappe and pay one also arrive and pay or under medical testing no and they say say omo game on be ball obetimi abo and as one time monchene doctors echo assess and Kylian Mbappe routine ahead of game womo and some obetimi abo na reporter Efri Xabi Alonso and the team no and some now banese Kamavinga and afem Mbappe one mienu no one make me a doubtful our game on Alaves ball on Sunday and no express yes training on ngase enya dey say manager no betimi abo Kamavinga and I send you a ball and a branch and Mbappe and no Ayatene and no Floten Heisen and I feel Franco Mastantuano Womianu and so it is a Sunday Wombaba na Omabedu Mutuma especially Din Heisen and some and I feel a branch here your friend of Franco Mastantuano Womianu and your day Omun Saminano at the Emanano Pe Nasavia Alonso and Commonier Namia Dumon Sunday so one really match now yeah test a report and then from a air ball at the free Madrid air eba echese ne wo metimi agya ene manager yi enso mekwan amana kwase wantimi and we need game na ne reporter eba encha no den pa se manager yi enso entimi anyane nuama yi a wo metimi abone na nsetuo amana ko anopa ne meka tro se Jurgen Klopp manager wo mu yese interim basis wo mu enso mepa manager ya wo betimi aba be di dwuma ede ama Madrid boboko no former Liverpool wo mu coach no nemom no yese Madrid omo hierarchy no esorofo no wo mu say wo mu de Zidane de wa ba ne yese ayabi afo anasa ayabi da o a yemfa WWE ye enkwache no che no WWE da be no be cha krantie enso ngajama ntwo mu yire Zidane no aba bi ade atwam amia wo dwuma ene Zinedine Zidane enso ngabon ajama Madrid boboko no ntwo mu ogidie Zidane ba ebefa Zidane obeya adwuma yi enso amana broso amanuama enso ngachime kama nyina no story side eba enano pe adem ama sisia enya asem geto emra no ekọ abedefo ba na afia to aso enso atimi ade ama nano pe nemom yase MLS omu commissioner bako yase waka kire ene Mohamed Salah sem wa aje Mohamed Salah senka woni Messi eni nkomo na omusa Messi se MLS ne tesen the MLS commissioner your friend Don Gagba na Don Gagba anadiwe atuda se US won ebetimi aboa Salah pa enti kabeya anka officially no anase Salah no contact Messi no omusa ne se Miami ho no eho ya nanka eja ono nso aba na waba betoa so we ya futu a wode be man because MLS ne di omu no kra no eje omu hia dom nti okwa eno nso ebeboa no nkomo a eno nso akoso ye de fancy na afi Newton nom ana afi abirafo emre na omumeto aso na bibia nye kama ye Wontumi 101.3 Wontumi TV Wontumi Sports Buffet is airborne. Do the sporty man is here and I'm Newton Peter Latte the video analyst and so our ye bedi in Jumedi and the anopene Friday yamre na yentwas new sanso na Mike and so atna say Mike say bibia boko de
Nyame adom Capo
good
yes se bibia nya boko kra na
ikrem
untimi nya ho hwe
amane
tese nyame
nyame
because me bisa say CCA no why am 100,000 na ubenya
rebi
ti bibia boko ne die mpa na obeye Capo
timi nya ho hwe ne de
aboje ne de obo a
ojo so ansa fero de ama no
aboje ne de obo a nti we no dine every week and I say was it akomia boko kan yo mu na be how many
baby say ono we don't o
sa
Monaco Johnson baba shop no nti o kofia
silo akomia
o kofia
me fa hanuma tiamo me fa he tiamo na mirror ni ma no fo
o ba hu ba bia o spray she uni obia say Capo no o tia
ende tia o baba
kaka S-like S-like oh S-like Oceana hona baby ametena
baby Newton trainer
Newton one woman ako animu by S-like hono
area ho ahye
ni nyina ya to
enjoy area wa
msa me feel wa no kaka barbering salon kaka ma me chia wa to S-like kaka ede ametete ho bru ne dia je Capo. Oh, my tete hon ade aye. Ese me ko memti. Ese me kwa me tete hon ko. Me tete spray. Asa nipa so ya beje de aye. Me tete dia.
O be fe mom.
Mirase
opening obi amehu so yes I did. So what was the inspiration?
O say fans no do so na ese huru. Enti mo ni mra ho so.
Mate boss, Mate Midfield.
So do so na ese huru.
What was the inspiration?
Inspiration be any. Masa inspiration be any. New black. No inspiration, Masa. Fancy baby obi amamichia fancy Di Maria.
Yes.
Baby obi amamichia.
Also way.
Ose.
Oh way.
Ojina homeka.
Information.
Ojila hobe. I don't hear day.
Wabre.
Also adai.
Wabre. Then on the driving.
Finale voice na asa poncheni voice.
Yeah.
Iti je no koye ya ne voice asa poncheni voice.
Oh, enra ye ne koye na bi.
Okosui. Okosui.
Ayemi humpo.
Asa na otweda.
Mu ina la mu koye na na. Mu ina la mu koye no. Nti ada no nkwa ne voice ye bibi.
And the agency.
And ye na say obe fie me sure say BBC. Ai, what afri nyoma bi ana wedi bibi.
Okay. You, right. Now I'm go farm.
What you say? Yes, aso nchi ofa.
Ofa. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, if you just mampon. Okay. Mampon shell ho. Yeah.
No, farm aquata ni di nko. Yeah.
Oni na ni tin de ko no fa.
Ode oka ne ko ya la.
The other one.
Okay.
No.
I was here for Christmas way no. Mommy are you to one year what you to know. I was a the car.
What do I know Jaco Fida? So could feel moja over people but
I see I for Christmas
over people.
Red. Obia studio obia you kwade and na money to
say no one akoti flower
ni. Ya pai wa ha. Over people. But still roof you bet. Afere o hu se do zi ano.
But hit the name session yo.
Ana me kai.
Michael Jackson.
So no odi bro ni. Me ni ma de a tishenche won ani ma no pay. New thing.
Okay.
Ono na ni wajini pia na ozu mi.
Abuzia ye nyina ni uti na di bro nya no pa.
Odi bro nya no. Obo studio happy and abet flower na wa chira.
Mo flower na esi na chi no. Ebi na wona ni no.
Enti da we me maso show. Obi mo ye na ye.
Ni we ko ye na analysis. Ye na sports.
O say Capo yanko. O ka fi yanko na ke ko ya.
Okay, do that. Ka we mo mam yanko.
Oh, said this week in the Champions League week. Now, stories ni bebre no. Eda so revolve around Champions League no.
Yeah.
Na Karim Benzema baba kasa say. Oshe Ousmane Dembele after sa oje Ballon d'Or no. Edin no ko fam kakra. Ye mu ni din bebre sa on tiase say. Any power prepare on career. When you the fortune of injuries.
Yeah.
Now ahana especially referencing to Barcelona ni days you know. Now affair a call Paris.
Yeah.
Akoje Ballon d'Or ni emuridi na Karim Benzema a question but osasunya a take on Alonso.
Yeah, Alonso. Yeah, Madrid issue.
For Ousmane Dembele ni dina yemmone de. Ohun say Capo Dembele kra no wabawo. Se Benzema ka say nani da so ni ho so obeje Ballon d'Or de bia mele na nya adwene. Sometimes players ni bebre pie fefe ba yetimi de Ballon d'Or eto mo so.
Yeah.
But as to the ebesi e wo kwan mu no ene de ya na ye nim
Ballon d'Or with hazard mo.
Ya keke ebi ho be fa bi ho infa Ousmane at some point ya keke can say or the na mienu ball or yes ambidextrous and all of that ya keke so we knew say so you no ho na injuries ni ja no wetin aba bejubi for the dina o ye mo ana yen keke ni bebre said ye e bia and a South American player B energy award no yebebo ne di no me enshada nyame won bebre we South America sinsha an English boy energy ya e kono so be di hu ache pa and shada nyame no I don't know why Sabrina Benzema an experience will give no yemo ne di onim so be ti sa butrika so ka so be any all time best African midfielders only 20 a o mo butrika di nka ho all time.
Yeah.
All time best 20 African midfielders. Ebia or more about Tricadin fan encounter. But Capo, whoever followed the dominance of the Pharaohs, Egyptian national team under Hassan Shiata, a hat-trick of AFCON titles, the impact of Muhammad Abu Trika. Yeah, boy, coach again said he was so good. He said he was named twice. Muhammad Abu Trika. More than I know. Who are you to take that ball off his feet? But I'm telling you, this guy. We are born not to so be born DBO. Now, yes, and funny analyst for examples. I hear you born DB. You born DB.
Wako kasi mbina di abawana ya bebudi.
So Usmani Dembele dina yembone ne to be match an English hype, South American hype on the Benzema. It is what it is. Sana di na kwakoye. But couple the real substance of an assembly me fefri alonso. Oh say make an expectation, say make an unfairness. So minimum how me put in. But so check it bia. Players na na big clubs some ba out as coaches no. So basa be oba ebe legend no. Ya na ye football fans na ye de do my as active players na ye return chain.
Yeah.
Na ye demand adie from as coaches. Want me anya ma ye enko back in active days no ka say oh ya adie Capo days say. We don't look at that as football fans.
Okay.
It me dream Frank Lampard ho so ba Chelsea. Pressure ban so no. It was enormous. And yes, you can dig deep. Na juma ye ubenya positive be from Chelsea for him. The same thing. Xavi at Barca into Anyashe. But the treatment the man as coach, no, or the man as player one Capo Emuakra. The same thing Alonso Etuni. Now so check your DNA share. So for before for honor a less pressured environment. I can't me. It's a Fabregas or Kumu pressure by also. Xavier Al Nassr na pressure on so. Lampard or Coventry pressure in the so. Alonso al Leverkusen compare the pressure now or from Madrid no. But yeah to be a games review about no who say given time obetime about be a very good coach.
Sure.
And I said your body Hans Flick and Abasa say tactically he won the game. Now dear ba come who about Madrid and say there's one constant factor about their game, which is intensity. Now, say intense back game, no opponent need to be match intensity. No, that is the first year. Then, as I say, moving to the second year, a whole and a tactics in the bum. So, me Alonso, on a pepper babeshiano, they no nameti, me catch ya say. Other side of the game, no, coach be bayan from so. And I stuck to it.
Okay.
And from so through the selection or in-game management, you know, because when him say intensity there. Man City moment as I say or lifting intensity and sign with Madrid Madrid or Benibao. Said you obey quick throw, quick fouls, obey breaky play, on your quick chances, quick tranches. A debia yadia hare a camubiano. Madrid never fly tempo, but a check here Diana Man City, a yo Benibao, Pep Guardiola match Madrid intensity no. 50-50 draws in na or match. But the micro details part of the game, you know. Falling in the tactical part, baby, over decoding yama. Michelle game Numi and I say, Alonso, Pepper Bo Abono. Mamma say my time because me will be Salah, but my candy, of course, will give me no name summary up on show. Mama Shadrach, 3 different sheets. My family no free so fast will be a lineup, or my messa, or my lineup, and we are, or mamma de bomu, full me screenshots, you know, from Flascon, or mamma, you know, but only can show me will be a lineup. Near Kasanfa game no. And this is where we are going. At the Benibao. So what Tinaho na say and you may cause us a wound who need your behind the scenes no and you may be in the Bema Modia Saki Alonso. Oh dear two Jose Mourinho 2010 no 5-0 no.
Yeah.
And ya who Dimuno defeat you was purely tactical.
Okay.
And after game no Jose na make say no who be bia.
Yeah.
Players and I know Cassias and Marcelo doing come UTB. Cassias Bisa Marcelo say, what has been your toughest game? Okay, game or say you couldn't match their speed with your eyes or your body. When you bet in rock and some of body are responding with the speed in the Panade. Alonso Amona say Alonso teammates, no boys are 5-0 no. Now Alonso can the teammates Marcelo Munekasa. And he had the chance to face that coach in one. on it Pep Jose Nishia, and in that game, if Shadrack I ready, I'm a person way to so. From SofaScore, where I picked my lineup, it was a typical 4-3-3, but for functionality, because I could share Flasco how more a lining up Madrid a team, and I saw something different. What him say how Alonso we, the same thing now. Starting the game with the same thing under the baby way.
Okay.
And I said, hey, Capo, so why? And then sometimes you can say, Coach Vobi, you can say, sometimes so she game now me sheda analyze fans. To say this job, me analyze fans, how our fans a ball. Na me camera ni free field and so. Na person me share how our fans a monitor game. So ni say fans a ball to say about table tennis no. Yeah. So now on table tennis.
Sure.
Ball you follow ball.
Need the ball in tennis ball.
Yes, ana fans a ball. But yes, ana ball ni no.
Yeah, when you say
if you be a ball ni be free akon defender or ball ni too free hokwa ba be a ball ni free akon action ni be equal so ho.
Okay.
But we need the be a ball ni ba me sha.
Okay. So two events at the same time.
Yes. So lineup scenario, let's talk about this. Share Pep lineup ready one. Let's say Christmas tree. 2 for positions and functions. Me who interior, me who wingers. Now Alonso ni young coach says having no de to the biana e mo omobre no. De mo breni nyina na say, yeah na structure bi what to say the Eboa company e buying no. Buying by history and tradition. This is Madrid lineup for the call game. Oh, fee. Yeah. 4-4-2. Just the positions. Okay. Where so fast score for lineup on the buy. No, omunim diemu. Say no more share. But when you omudo mujiji na hono moneke, they predicted it. Okay. But by functions, and you're saying the course will give them. I'll talk about that. It is 4-4-2 or Bellingham and the Rodrigo or flanks, and our Garcia and Vinicius or up to plus 2 strikers, Ceballos and a Chouameni. And I bought as a pivot 4-4-2 on Common City lineup. So from Man City, we have 4-3-3. Foden, Gonzalez, Bernardo Silva, and Infantino. Nuanya already. Now, Oshe in the final third, Nuanya Doku, Haaland, and then Ryan Cherki. 4-3-3. Capo. For the two formation way so. Madrid, you know, team. I feel Mame flash scored, you know. And I can tell you, say flash score mum and a top job. Flash scored, you know, amount. Just how the coach told the players to work and function on the field. What Man City there no formation di one say sebrunya dia. From baby a goalkeeper no one. Ase ho eko fifi eko 2 no eko one say sebrunya dia. When you friend Christmas tree no. We know a system placing more emphasis on defensive solidity. With an idea in the final third. So obetini about 2 top whatever. But only said Doku ya winger. In the 4-3-3 back on winner Doku ne Ryan Cherki no one challenge. But the way no about the interiors. Yeah, for the interior. So obetini kind of the corridors. Oma free channels na one channel ba Infinfi. Infinfi no a deceive opponent no. Na Doku for the say what time no now we need go straight here. He fan at the back of Valverde and then ascends to Finfi. Yeah. She formation I make sure. Yeah. Who fan straight out the car. Nice. A fan half space. No about far Ryan Cherki. Who fan straight out the car. A Rudiger and then Carreras. Yeah. Fan half space. And no and all turning into attacker. Your friend say interior or corridor. So by contrast, we face. The best thing one a disruptive defensive line. Now she folding and a Bernardo Silva. Omumi enu nyina extra attackers. And this is how Pep Guardiola outline here. Now I mean something happen show. Na me fama no see na me nuam mbram. Oh no how a game no course no. We na Chelsea coach no obo no. Alonso started game no with Chouameni na da ho no. A flexible 4-1-2-3. A flexible means Chouameni no advance. I don't mind this. Or drop here. No, just 2 no. So you're kind of flexible 4-1 on any 1 no. 2 no. Ceballos and Jude Bellingham. No, your friend no in the final third. A convert it into 4-3-3. And the course of game. Now changes our way and say Ada Gula be Garcia. I didn't free mo. And no switch the called Diamond. Diamond no Beka Rodrigo and Vinicius in the final third. That was the change or yeah. Ada Gula ne bamu. And in moving to the diamond, in the 4-1-2-1-2, convertible 4-4-2. That was the diamond. But game new Kosono, Pep Guardiola responded to this change. Na Capo, games because sometimes one coach be on why 3 changes above.
Yeah.
3 changes, you know, are very difficult to decode than 1 change. It was also the 1 change the Bamu Gula. It's simple to know where that guy is going. But Pep de Meyensano Bamu. Meyensano, it is always Doku, Bernardo Silva, and a Fordino Yumu Frimo, and or de Tijani Renders, Ebamu, Ebabe Ryan Shaki. Making sure, say, every change be obey piano or change the dynamics and the dimension of the game. But Alonso didn't know why. Later, checking the change he made a very timid change. The whole season, Hendrick na Wunjin Indino, and the last hour Obaye and Obabe Yini Frimo. It was so pathetic. Hendrick na Wunjin Indino and Obabe Yini Frimo, and he outjammed one of the tallest central defenders in the game, and had the ball back. Now, what's how you invited pressure the amount? That's how just small boy need. You must find more. And I find more. Most crucial game of the season, no. I feel the old two boy didn't come. Oh, so started with 4-3-3 with an unproven center forward in Garcia, and about finishing the game with 4-3-3 with another unproven center forward. Not Pep Guardiola we game 2-1. These are the moments. Na Perez mo peso. Oh, Alonso was see from one match Pep. Why baby Sunko? But na Jumane Bruno so. Valverde no coordinate 2 no crano. Issue for
Alonso. And
there's no structure to guide Alonso. Just a draw no one and it will be implemented. So the situation is different from buying a structure or a company Jumano. But here you need to implement something, win and then live as a legend. Other than that, Capo, what you did as a player remains. And what you have as a coach, want to be a farmer, we sack you. I'm sorry, maybe Alonso and Tian Ten in your mind, do sack the guy.
And they're possible.
Other stories
Sure. Matthew, that's a new thing. No. I'm call and Mizah on Namimrana, Michael, so and fire firm, our mononino. Kakra, Mizah, say, oh, yeah, be able to international man, no. Yes, Mizah, no, nearly part to a you Mike Niamo.
Anna will be okay.
Be fine. I don't take one.
So I will be
okay. Julius Cass said that's the West here we see this. There's Aston Alonso did to bring Hendrick on. I told friend of mine say S10. There's a
I was shocked.
Yeah.
I said, no, he shot himself in the foot.
Sure.
The whole your most crucial game of the season. Now you are telling us, Obi to what you hold so psychologically when you're broken down. When you're ready now, you brought the guy on. You threw the guy in the fire. Juma Garcia and me, and we think now Hendrick can do that.
Do it.
But Hendrick no composure. Or didn't know cause about the Kotomua celebration. I'm saying,
very park in the grass.
I'm saying, Alonso, you come back actually, but that was a good moment for the boy.
Without brave.
Yes, couple.
Yeah,
my memo no mubuye baby say afani afanka na no chese baby for me
fanko di.
So no nua kwan puti na munya asema. Mo be say o chemu say munya asem no muntimi ka mo asem wo fie.
Sir, and
Mamma and Quabontin. And I said, be interested abontin soon over Nipa and any TV. You see, me onslaught ne Liverpool ne Mohamed Salah issues now. The funny aspect of it is the two of them are not in the right posture in terms of discussing matters and sorting out their differences.
Okay.
But also in Chelsea, we say Liverpool tenase mo be but free abontin, but no be say team member can't be brana kofa abontin suni. And these are things we need to look at because this morning meeting has lot today. I was to say obey meeting with Mohamed Salah. Yeah. Me sure say by now come meeting every.
Sure.
If Salah will continue or not, obey
so be bo anaze ombo na de ne be ka ho na omfa ne nka ho a okay
because se Salah be free Liverpool that means Salah last game of Obama Liverpool Capo ebe against Brighton and Hove Albion obe start ana what did they mention obe start ana. These are proper matters. I think Liverpool penny for no should solve it amicably Nemfa sumdwe ni obi ahon ton na nemfa. They could solve it and let Mohamed Salah play to the end of the season. They no akra you know they are preparing themselves for another deal. Okay. But I think Mohamed Salah will be at the nice sunti a oyes anyo mano.
Oh, okay.
Obeko no. Ebi o baby and 9 na baby on the nice issue because in the general transfer window just maybe someone will be willing to offer him a huge amount of money. Say be a do ba say be see akan fama. But you look at the posture of Ancelotti and you look at the posture of Mohamed Salah. I go for me na ehia obi apese o kire ne yonko say me chen baako because me take the response of Ancelotti to Clarence Seedorf, then no ma heard the response of Ancelotti to the journalist interview and then in the post channel Capo ntokwane de mu ayedin okun mu ayedin ntokwane mu ayedin for Mohamed Salah obetime ja Liverpool akọ the legacy can never be tarnished. There's no way I catch him say Mohamed Salah every team nim kone and now only team ni papa mu a do abe Liverpool nyina share. There's no way anybody can tell us that. Yeah. But Capo, if you are Ancelotti and you don't handle this matter so well, na Mohamed Salah ko na results no so ntimi ama farmer wa wo do abe Liverpool nyina mu rebetime feel.
So be failure.
Because you are not the first person to have won the league for Liverpool.
Okay.
Before you came, there was the 19th title. Anna Jurgen Klopp Abeji. It's all about saving your face and solving issues amicably for understanding to prevail.
They
should sort that problem.
As a manager.
No, they should sit down, trash out issues. Dintina memo, dintina babo, eto asuma, play and be continue. Your boss is in Nigeria. So Felice Mohamed Salah Felice was all the baby. Mobia also okay statement we check Clarence Seedorf. Does the player know that he is wrong? Abla Clarence Seedorf catch and say on me who say the baby do also on the planet na sitting command. Yeah. And I said, does the player know that he is wrong?
The Salah no so who say no. I
no so Ancelotti no so who is on so nye Bonivia.
Okay.
And two captains can never be in a ship.
Wow.
Two captains. Now what here Jurgen Klopp and come on Usudi. Jurgen Klopp say, Mo Salah, the only time you have an issue with him, I say, oh my boy be and our boy no in a film.
Okay.
Mo Salah no any hard to manage. Also was also easy to manage. Oyadantemu. And play a beer on an answer.
Yeah.
Who said you sit here? No one crowd a fast or managino. Salah no mukrabe medical because baby okojina ni de okoka ni nsem no. Me na one kasa yi. But Ancelotti should find ways to solve this issue once and for all. And yes, sir. Subsequently, Salah is not going to be the only big boy at Liverpool. There will be a big boy that will come at Liverpool. Maybe at that time, now that's your coach.
Yeah.
Or better the same trend. Now benching the soa. Also, on someone also be catch and it obey.
As a baby trend,
if they don't solve this issue, ebe say BBR. But and I don't pay my postcodes in Como be a woody. Yes. Now, postcodes in Como woody in Annie say Ruben Amorim doesn't really get it as a Manchester United manager.
Yeah.
Say per the academy. Per the real more a song class or academy for no. And you made the actually no. He doesn't really get it. Now Ruben Amorim ain't deserves also coaching Manchester United. Just because it's a workhorse. Omar Bereda. Omunim tie interview ni din na mehwe nkomo na omudi na enche bia 2 days to 3 days ago, and there was a story that cracked up from the Daily Mail. Say United players no bu ofu say omum pese omune Man United legends ni kura benya tracker. Because omu ogidie bi say omu kase omanim dodo no omu kase tia omu too much. No omu kura no omu trim ni kire say we mu no e the confusion to team ni say de be ya ade bia class of 92 ni be bia no bi ntimi nya dey enya bi ni abepepo omu din dia e dey e dey free o. Bankomo we ni nyina ye about one player anama resource confusion sanyoma we nyina pejade ba
the yenti for schools na fan support yenti no right.
Yeah. I just don't think he's the right man. Man United is about risk and entertainment more than anything. At home especially. Having fans on the edge of the seat fucking ready to go. Wingers who beat people, shots on goal, bits of skill. There's nothing there. That's from the club. We talk about this as a different club. They've got Omar Barada, they've got Jason Wilcox, who are probably brilliant at the job, brilliant at what they do. They're not Man United. They don't have a clue what it's like to buy a Manchester United player, to bring a Manchester United manager in. If you go to Sporting Lisbon and watch, they play 3 at the back, right away, that's no. Man United never do that. They can't do that. They just can't. It's been proven over years and years and years. And I'm talking even before Sir Alex Ferguson, it was always about 4-4-1-1 or 4-4-2.
Yeah.
Entertaining people. He hasn't got that in him. He brought 4 defenders on against West Ham. If we go 1-0 up, the manager always said 2, 3, 4. I remember once, I think we were playing Chelsea, went 1-0 up and we sat back a little bit. Now Chelsea were a good team. The manager went absolutely nuts after the game. That doesn't happen here. When you score 1, you go for 2. You go for the throat every single time. I just don't think he gets it. I don't think this manager just gets this.
Oh. You see?
Yeah.
There are realities and there are expectations when it comes to Manchester United. One thing the likes of post schools more they are failing to understand. They say, and the Mesa Kasim we say BMC 2 truths can coexist. No, Ukraine say Amorim has been a disappointment in terms of coaching Manchester United. And on Chere Bibi Abura draining Tias, so said Jumano Betimi aye. I'm stating it clear first. Nobia Mekasi be defend the Amorim. Oh, I know.
Yeah, for sure.
So I want to state it firstly clear.
Yeah.
Say Amorim nya de bia bura draining Tias so a. Ye ba betina say abeka so deserve say also coach man. Amorim ka last season ka United lose to FA Cup Europa League final na no. E ho na wosan komo sake no. E ho na wosan komo sake no.
Wow.
He doesn't. But another truth is post scores money omo class of 92 no. Adwin omu susuye ni omu bibia che say Manchester United said the mpre bi atwamu no na esititi.
Yeah.
Baby omu getting it wrong ni nyina no.
We almost a standard na dropping.
The reality is the standard did not stop dropping now. And omu komo omadi nyina no, none of them has been able to blame Sir Alex Ferguson for baby Manchester United war. Capo. Ferguson can be na United that drop here be this particular standard. I won't lie to you. Mamenchiro de enti okan bia omu nyina ntimi nkabi no. Ferguson be free Manchester United. He did not leave the club in a good place for proper transitioning. And as same way Jurgen Klopp have confirmed it. Say Manchester United ban ho say omo person komo ne ye adwuma o Manchester United after say Ferguson eko. Nemo mo squad na Ferguson ija wo. O team na Ferguson ija wo honom na. Any omo vision na was omo to aso de hye club na ohunu ni say club no mo ye serious to do a proper project. Iti ne hwe ase ne nye coaches a yakofo ma ba de bia motena o manager so.
Okay.
Enti ase ne nyina agina say Alex Ferguson ni free team ni mu akọ no wanya team na fancy ba bi ya. Yo ba beto aso bia no betima ba yede. Abe ni ye. E de ato aso. And they will always find a way to come in and create confusion. Team ni de da form Manchester United team no e da form say buburuja Capo. Let's not kid ourselves. The reality is they are not who they used to be. And the second thing they are always speaking about here, Kobe Manu, and also over Bruno, Kobe Manu, and also you say, Capo, me and Kano Crencher down for me and say down for Kobe Manu on Ruberia. I brought again to us, what Kobe Manu to also a Pamu coach. Now Kobe Manu best starting games about Manchester United. And a coach named Penasem. There has been a trend in Manchester United's academy graduates are the Omoba senior team moi. My main site examples in Fancho. Now, after Sir Alex Ferguson, every Manchester United the core, you know, there were few academy graduates are almost stepping up on Momo. First one, Obeka about Marcus Rashford. Yeah. So Beba, because under David Moyes no one check. David Moyes free one of core na ana right Luis Van Gaal be there. Luis Van Gaal by yehu Tyler Blackett. Yehu Varela. Yehu Butcher Jackson. you most of these young guys are mobile team but nipa wo team yi ne hu pie kese pa na Marcus Rashford
yeah.
Now the amount Marcus Rashford eka team nimu ye because it's a one consistency. The position now he was always proving a point why you should start him over any single player that comes in that position. Because a winger or a striker or the goals bear day. And in the absence of players, we say Anthony Martial so pra. Rashford Beshembiana or Bebo goes the day. And when team ne kwa we hear man no chiro mo bebre ne Marcus Rashford beji team this in aso beboy. Wan hwe na chibi. Marcus Rashford attitude or mo kan wasem dodo na pie emra Marcus Rashford ebe free Manchester United yimu awo. Any no man kiti bi netete akoda no. Now the reward system at Manchester United does not help academy graduate. And I think I'm in love with the new style at Chelsea afa with managing the academy graduates or more graduating into the team. And the amount of money they give to them.
Enzo
Maresca ba Chelsea now stating emphatically clear say, Capo, we academy graduate or Chelsea. It doesn't necessarily mean say senior team ne was here do be dey. I was a Capo ye do be there be any possible. It is Jose Champon ba Chelsea senior team because we academy graduate to Capo. Nothing think they are extremely talented players for Chelsea academy anymore. Senior team
yeah.
But Maresca made it point clear say it is not your birthright. Because it's all about Chelsea academy Number 2, Chelsea adapted the approach. He said every single contract you be rewarded at the club will be performance based, including players or Matis Kakoto Abba. But a United is totally different. Because when Rashford starts, performs after season after you tuna ketrema boom, ebia from 100,000 here the Rashford could be about 250,000. Nani trimuno, no misbehavior. Then there was Adnan Januja.
Yeah.
Oi.
Maybe afa.
Oh yeah, dear Chenway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dear Chenway. Na hype ni dinetisa oi.
Tomu susu.
You see, they did the same thing with Garnacho. And Garnacho bedroom maybe no free on Ronaldo mu pay.
101.3. Wontumi ready.
See, Muya said that Nkulani demanded for higher contract. Then you turn around and you blame the kids. Because see, a commitment with Trimuno Mama na feel say Sroho. Because FA Cup final wabo Euros against top midfielders. It is a commitment who can say extended contract. No more money £200,000 a week, and nobody should come and complain. Because one idea akodano.
Bye.
It's high time United make sure some academy graduates will be humbled. There was some more and let them work hard for it. It's not as easy as the way and the culture and the history. It doesn't mean United is throwing away the culture of putting in young players or more brave into the starting 11. But then and the way of football is what Nkulani are exposed to Nintino. You need to calm down, manage them so well in a certain extent. Football the their priority.
Okay.
And improve on daily basis. Because said the 92 10 and the 2025 season. Now these kids are exposed to a lot of things, and then football agent bebem and then or every single day somebody is calling you on phone. It's totally different.
Well, Mati, Liverpool, Man U for Monshena, Monya Huajuma. Now, ono bizem imbusa question B. We Kobe right now. I say, Capo, please ask a come for me. What about the Liverpool team club inherited? Was it good team? And also,
Liverpool team now club inherited. And say that team was literally going down because Brendan Rodgers literally failed at some point in time. Two players are not boni na so far so. It was not the worst, neither was it the best.
Yeah.
What did they mention? Let me put it in that context.
Sure.
Not any worst, neither and this one any the best. Na ya dantemu.
Okay.
Etima o yan wadwuma kakra bia.
Okay, Michael Brain afi to asem were you in seminar no ama come up sporting man say bibia boko bi
Capo nyame ade bibia kama.
Okay.
Ade ne na ewura me mu
fra
meti ya me ya. Chen Russia and Russia when Andrew say
Russia they we 1%
and the bed in metina Russia. But Capo, you see, I decided to put together this
yeah.
There is a consequence for every action. A one universal principle in this world say, among be albetune the obeyeno, and who soon so and this it means that every choice and I say every deed, every word, no matter what you do, say a son and a sa, say ye papa and a bonnet. Ye wo hu emso ebeba so. Okay. And it cuts across the world of science and physics. It cuts across religious realm. Bible neka. It cuts across various aspects like ethics, emra, law and ethics. So ukodi boni ebetwa exactly. So there is a consequence for every action, no matter how big or small, good or bad. Nicolas Pepe abe the latest example yebe cite when we are narrating this principle and what it means. Okay. Emunche muni yedien. Once Pepe enko AFCON ni bi. Yeah. Nano ene yi neka. Nensema wakeka ana akotweaba. Enye coach ne tai no. Enye ball no nimbo because he's one of the best players for BRL this season. Yeah. Stand out. At a point in time, he was named La Liga Player of the Month. It is because the performances were there in the day. Kabe things will be die Chinese akwa we na me yem friend and national team ni mu bi on. Banano na yinika. Enchemu ne say Pepe ne Jules Riyad. Riyad is an Algerian YouTuber or a content creator, very popular. To an extent, he's even regarded as an actor. I was Algeria or more filmmaking industry in him. He went to Pepe for a day with Nicolas Pepe, ne Abrante ni Dinkomo. So he combined the engagement with Pepe ni in album and they spoke on varied issues. A football ne ade. In common be a Pepe di he spoke about Ronaldo Messi. There is a huge backlash. He spoke about Morocco. Yeah, AFCON no, yeah, come on. Hey, now Morocco for AFCON no match saying. Oh, 76 no. Me papa cry and no. And we chia among yadi and so be huni atro. And no my favorite for the AFCON. And there no my. And it was very, very damaging to what Morocco has done as regards football in recent history. And me Morocco for ni bebre momoko in Instagram say eko di na tema ni ade. AFCON yebowe Morocco. These are the same people you have incited them to an extent. Say omudjao do at them. So imagine if you take Pepe to the AFCON, what happens?
Backlash number dos.
Exactly. Inti abonteno wasojego inti yede okokra issues beba. But it is not just that. Wasanswe trajatum ewofie. Ivory Coast national team no. Pepe has uttered certain words. It will likely breed chaos, disunity, and a lot of a rancor. So I'm not can Konibia because ni teammate no ne ba bono work to turn a home din home command and young command a toasumu. In common in French, but what I did yesterday was to translate from the French to English and the technology in T. Or be a French interview crowd to me convert in English. But the video na mashadrakmo.
If I give you my opinion on that, when a player does that, for me, if I were the coach or president of the federation, direct side, because you come, you see, you're upset, you want to play for France, but in France, when you're upset, there are those who are 20 times more upset than you see. Now, you look at the second option. So that means, for example, us here, when you see, we are your second option, and that's where you can start choosing your second option. After, it depends on the people, the coach, he will accept. For us, it's not a problem, you see. But me, if I were coach side.
Okay, yeah, normal, but it's no matter the player, direct side. But even for you as a player, is it okay to welcome someone into the team? Someone who didn't necessarily want to go to Côte d'Ivoire initially, but, due to circumstances, their career took a different turn and there's no more room in the French team, so they come to Côte d'Ivoire. Do you still welcome them normally or?
It's going to be normal, we don't care, you see, but we tease, we'll say one thing, but really we don't care, you see. For example, Alban Lafont chose Ivory Coast, but you say his Burkinabe, for example, But it's not a problem, you say, we tease about it, but it stops there.
owe him so he could have chosen Burkina Faso or France or Cote d'Ivoire?
No. He's not Ivorian.
He's not Ivorian.
No, he's not Ivorian, but you know, I'll leave. He's Ivorian. He has the passport.
It's not that.
And what do you think about
Dina? Aban Lafont near Lafont is ya wono Burkina Faso Ouagadougou. Ne papa free France. Bruni. Na ne mama so free Burkina Faso. But you see the way you see cheche West Africa muno due to our political colonial masters anyway, you know. Ye war tribes and ethnic groups be wa Africa ha. SSA. Enti Baolefono mo Ivory Coast no. They can trace their roots to Akan.
Okay.
Akan for ne bia na Asante. Fante. So e bia ne free mo ba. Enti oba kwa Ivory Coast oba tikasa bi. Ese ye ne Asante twi na ye ka no. So
yeah, no crazy.
Zabzugu. Zabzugu wa Ghana meboa. Zabzugu eben Togo kure fen basa since eben Tamale. Bani nyina wo northern regions on.
Okay.
Enti kasa ya beka no basa no. If you come to Zabzugu, you will likely find it there. To say Denu, Keta, ewo eye Volta region. Denu eben Lome, ewo Togo. Esen se eben ho. Enya Ghana po. Denu eben Lome, esen ho.
Wow.
Yes. Keta eben Palime. The infant says Zabzugu no krano. Ye wo Togo krobi e fe no Sokode.
Okay.
Zabzugu ben Sokode esen said the Zabzugu na no northern regions so e ben Navrongo.
Wow.
Yes. Inti our people or moti ben the Burkina border.
Yeah.
They are Burkinabés and Ghanaians. Okrose kwa ha oye Burkina ni. Okrose oye Ghana ni. Into kita dual nationality. Okay, fine. Map no the atosro no. Edi check tumu any low. Hamale. Laura. Check baby omo ben. So what ade any ye. Na ko eye we Navrongo any po. Again oko the other side Togo Ghana. Check it towns have been been. So yeah demarcate politically, but historically we were not like this. And it can be now create tension issues be bring tribal ethnic wars in Nigeria.
Sure.
The Anglophony and the Francophony war Cameroon, the issues they have had are a part of these political demarcations. The story of Lafont ne say Nema no efri the Mande people or the Mande tribe. Mande tribe na numwani nya wangara Wolof Hausa ebe free we mua naba. And it predates sa the Ghana Empire, the Shonga Empire. Sa history now we school no. Sa nete so the Mande ethnic group our representation in Guinea, to an extent Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Togo, you will find some even in Ghana because Wangara for good. So I can cite examples for you. The Toure brothers, Kolo Toure, Yaya Toure, Kombet Miapa Ivory Coast, Asanswa Bama Burkina, Omunchi, Kodi Gakpo. Yes, in chief Togo, but never person chi every Ghana. Exactly. So Aban Lafont no, ya wonu Ouagadougou die, but ne ma ninchi every Ivory Coast, ninchi ni bion sansu free Guinea enti or the way to soa. Lafont switched allegiance from France to play for the Ivory Coast national team in August. Do ready, you know, Helene Marie Laurence Marshal, le maire de l'international ivoirien Aban Lafont, né le ni nane say. Mamene Dinie, Helene Marie Laurence Marshal, on the mother of Ivorian International Aban Lafont. Ye wono 25th May 1971, ewo Guinea Conakry. Our Ivorian, Guinean, and Burkinabe roots. Ne papa no be ye juma wo Burkina Faso because almost unchi free ho enti maame ne papa ena bet now enti abala phone ne nana I say ne maame papa obechichire busua e wo Burkina ana aka nti abrante we no nenchi free France because ne papa free France ne maame enchi free Burkina Faso na nenchi sanso free Guinea free Ivory Coast because a Monday nti de say bia ye asantefo ye ko Ivory Coast ko tena ye be fa ba wo ho ne natena ye be wo ye man nchi be free baby bebre so he initially had a allegiance to France no hwe won say France de na mfa. Then the Burkina Faso were courting him. No, me say ni hiabra. There are even pictures of him holding the Burkina Bay jersey.
Okay.
Our national team jersey because they wanted him on board. Abrantani Shedino, the Abebuano, no. He chose the Ivory Coast. Into way back AFCON nibi. Na Nicolas Pepe, ya wano kre, ene kwaya faso eka, any baby ayeka.
So very.
Exactly. If you speak about your teammate in this manner, come on, camp near the Otina hobby. Because Asema Wakano, it could likely spark a certain tribal response.
Yeah.
Abrantani Monday ni, maybe in the Ivorian team, there are other people of Monday background. Omusunchino, it is Abrante we are. Don't you think they might likely gang up and then it will create division in the team? Inti aye pepe na no ana akoyi neka enye nsembia ne yeka. So to every action or deed, there is a consequence. And he is not going to the AFCON as a result of his words. Okay, and a pepe no.
Okay.
Coach in time. Well, we have 9 days to the Africa Cup of Nations. Ghana and Kobinti. I has a vibe not die down. And phobia will be in any. But this will be one of the most exciting Africa Cup of Nations tournaments. Inti. Yeah, AFCON de ebehwe. Nyankopon ya adom kra so na nyoma tutomu a ye be ko Morocco. Exactly the point. Now, 9 days to the tournament, you know, it brings to mind strikers who have graced the AFCON tournament. Obetimi ama me strikers for o ma be bo AFCON no ma gi omo din pa we ni gi omo number 9.
Samuel Eto'o.
Wonderful. In fact, on the AFCON all-time top scorer.
Sure.
Why be on?
Eto'o, Mama Drogba, so
fantastic.
Nah, Masama. Ga.
Asamoah na dia na oye. Capo pa. Asamoah.
Sure.
Good. There are a lot of strikers who have graced the African game.
Sure.
Hossam Hassan of Egypt and his exploit. Ne battle no ne Benny McCarthy called 1998 tournaments no Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
McCarthy share no Hossam Hassan share. Eventually it was Hossam Hassan's Egypt that won the tournament at the expense of Benny McCarthy South Africa. Omumienu ne kopie mo final. Uyi Hossam Hassan Friwa. There was Fancelido dos Santos. The last time Tunisia won this was in 2004. And they did it with a naturalized striker, Ninchi Free, Brazil. Dos Santos came to play for Tunisia. And he fired them to glory. Abro Muji Free Morocco and same, Nigeria and same. It was the 2004 African Cup of Nations. A lot of storylines involving strikers who graced the game and then they crowned themselves in glory. But 9 is symbolic here because it is representing a feat set by an ex-footballer, now of blessed memory, and also be gracing the AFCON scene, no edging 9, the most goals a player has scored in a single AFCON tournament, and that is in Ndaye Mulamba. Mutumbula or the Volvo. Ofeni dini BFA. Mutumbula no in omokase mneche assassin in English. Volvo because Volvo car no it was the priciest and then one of the most treasured cars then. Mutumbula ebeje 1974 AFCON with then Zaire, now DR Congo. Nobody in Ghana. 1-0 in 68. So they were coming into this one. So Moji almost second one the account. And of course, they made an appearance at the World Cup in 1974 as well. And Ndaye Mulamba was their captain. Volvo shared 9 goals at the 74 tournament, including 4 in the final, 74 final na ye boni mienu. That time ne ni say we are ye co penalties ye kobo. So they played 2-2 with Zambia in the first final. Omubo after extra time. They could not separate them. So they had to replay the final 2 days later. And again, Osanso shared 2 goals against Zambia. This time around, Anye 2-2.
Yeah.
It was 2-0 for Zaire at the expense of Zambia. And Daye Mulambe's record has stood because basically not a single player, even including the all-time AFCON top scorer, Anna show up at AFCON Nimua, wash goals in a single tournament.
Okay.
Obiambe, he scored 9.
To record it down.
Exactly. So 9 days to the AFCON, a career of some of the formidable strikers we've seen light up the scene at Africa's biggest football event. Laurent Poku in the game Oshe 5 Laurent for the Ivory Coast. Yehu Droba, like you mentioned. Rabba Maja Moswa Beye Omodie. But none of them and it may replicate the feat chalked by Ndaye Mutumbula of Zaire, now DR Congo, scoring 9 goals in the tournament. Into a countdown to the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. 9 days to go. 9 in Yato Trimu Man Kaiwo of the fashionable, effective, precise, powerful number 9, sir. But top of them all, by virtue of the number 9. Indale Mulambe's 9 goals scored AFCON 1974. Into striker bang. And I'll do any better so for this edition.
Whoa.
And yes, me
ankasa yala tafui.
Nigeria, Victor Osimhen, fantastic.
Obesi
form, especially a man qualified for World Cup.
Yeah, of course.
So that is my AFCON count now.
Okay, a short one. Governor Senior. I read or say the all can true or so do Togo community na flower will be puno ewo ye can say Ghana no be window
ewo Togo
true
it is Netherlands and Belgium
Udu
baby Utu nansi ya ujina Belgium Odo nine bakusi ya ujina Netherlands border nimo.
Wow.
Yes. So yes, say the way a city chair for political reasons. So I say divide and rule. Conquer near. First and near to say there be in Shaya and saying to all your Ghana knee. First and is a way your Ghana knee. Ye trace unchi. But see any about Ghanaians, Nigerians. So exactly. And that was something in Nkrumah pursued vigorously. Say, that is a Pan-Africanism. You get it?
But Pan-African.
Yes, Obata Ghana ni. There's nothing like we Ghana ni. Ninchi ankasa. If we know our true identity, we are a very powerful people. Exactly. We are very powerful people with a rich history, but ye nimi enchi.
Oh, is it crime free man
It was very divisive and unfortunate. And except for say a mess fire because Ivory Coast ne Guinea ne Mali for if Bisuma a Mali boy no ball space. Yeah, one war a Ivory Coast. Isaiah, ya one walk Cromwa, Nebusian for a mobile AFCON no crowd Ivory Coast, Nebusian for.
Whoa,
it doesn't conquer my
interesting ones. Okay, but as I word, you know, Kayam brother, he didn't come over time. Say we are
fight Chamai.
Now, we
call it Maybe I'm going to say, Papa, or 2 1
sir.
When a back in stock, can I say,
only they be different. Hey, easy crowd.
There be our person can pound. And that's all soon. I'm a baby. I'm a coy. Baby, I'm a coy. And soon I'm a coy.
On a smile. Young way, young girl.
We now, Carlos here, woman, here.
So, new thing here. We knew that they were fires.
Oh no. Charistic Company Limited, 7 catchers, some the Sahara, Mr. Anani G capsules, and sweat me at the Aba Uyobia, the attorney said rashes a gugu common so, rashes a gugu goodness or infinite, so what do you know Nubia, and answer to acquire menstrual disorders and as infertility, our bar na pusa bema swa, Nina Una G capsules, and Sahara, Mr. Nibia, a bit to us, another infections being sorted to Biano, the attorney said, syphilis, candidiasis, gonorrhea, and it was said, I'm a part of surgery. As I'm a one to us, I say, I'm a Bians at work. I'm a several as libido booster. And so the Mawana, what think I some answer to my take or soil bar and push a Bemana Zara Mano. I don't know a man quan and a man quan and I'm sorry, a man quan and my bebwell. No pompoma good so at my tumpon and a rinchi SC. I'm a Bians at work. I'm an opamianu and you remember after so did you not be Bians so at me. I will come a Hindi. How about Miss Channel and sweat to just another. I am malaria fever, typhoid, diabetes, and a tetewa. Nina Unya Binuma, Ebeko, baby, a turn to be a qua. When sounds so able to a cab 0246 348334 924 and sweat Macasa Kojak Farmer. As some catchers or the Kojak, Chaco toothpaste and Edia Bible Moss now one day, Nimpo Aluku nice and gentle on the Cassan Ketwa, a face answer and a desert Kojak Procod no, Sebia Uti and a dow gaga, a fay, I want the deal flew be and a hour. Nina what doing what done necessary ya Mr. Monkope Kojak Procod Nibi Ensha Mobagimo, and man and Yasabia 3 days bag now I found they quackody 3 days no Kojak Procod Nibia Caho, Senabia Okona se Abia, Jumano Broso, na Uti Eko Paiwa Mr. was wetmanum, I'm a Bianso et me Avocama, I'm a Bians et Makwe, and watchy, Womo Kroyana de Kojak P, and Empo Kojak F, sensitive toothpaste, and Empo mouthwash no, and I'm sweating me Babao, now one man so et me in Hapa, and so about one man Bias et Wakama Bia to do Biaqua, when Samsung Ebetim Akabi 0244 559597, none more, and so Etimakasa, me part 3P, garlic mixture, Ewo Jaso, me part Dre Ekuta vitamins, and minerals, Babao, Nempo, Dada Setan, Bians et Wakwe, and I'm so Etimidama Babao, na a Bostu system no, Nempo, I had Dessa system, I am now, Yadibia found another consider, and also Asians Etimetu, and the Amanuet menstrual pains, and I tell you, when I ATT, where Anansi, Anansi, and so the attention the police, not the handcuff, Ababe handcuff, watcho, and you had that asthma, anyhow now, me part I am Odiano, so sugar level on the side here, when you 3P garlic mixture, Eboba, a beba normal, I'm a Bianso Etimakwe, so Etimi Ediama, Mr. One more Johnson Tiapa, what Johnson and on 10 times from Mr. When you 3P garlic mixture, a bit was here, and I'm answering to them, or glass, bought 2 manitino, Ayakoko, and Empo, red garlic label, and I'm put a red garlic, our label noir, just a own normal Bianso to Yadiana say, and I'm answering to the beer turn to Biaqua, when South 8 Macab 0248 928824. Now, so then penny for answer to Akasia Rum, as our GP on Emana, Yadim Komara, Kainshas, and free a match day 13, matches are not 18 basso, not Yenin Komaka crying, matches are, and I'm answering Basso, sir, your 18 team league, and a boy El Garnet as usual, and 9 matches, and a basso, 9 matches in ya, and I'm answering to Jana, 9 matches are, and I'm answering to Jana, the tennis, Jana 1 win away win pair, and I know 18 by other ones, if you're for United, I say, me patch woman back on way, general start, aha, woman back on na Yenin Komaka cry, na Bians 18 come because Oshema, the tennis says, and no Ebwa, I'm a Bians etwakwe, and no make way, and my general start and sweating back, yes, this is what the one, and he says home wins and a buyer, away win near back 2 draws, and a 16 goals, and a share, home, Enya 11 goals, away in 5 goals, and I'm saying incredible, Nessa goes a banner over last weekend, I don't come on, and me for favorable general start, now I just said the GPL matches are so far, and Nemas is coming about 117 games so far, home wins 64, a fair wins 15, draw a 38, 221 goals, and he has a 148 or so fear, a 73 or so, Nessa away, and first half goes 105, second half goes 116, a fair yellow cards I so after match day 13, I have 431 yellow cards, red cards 16, penalty I had 28, a fair penalty I say 23, emu 5, and I say no, and emu 6 own goals, and etimaba, kakre free nessa Ghanaian Premier League anymore, and etimaba ye Romanian home wins ne kakra na fair and twas from France and pa, and me for home wins Bibiani Gold Stars still one more lead home say you more fear the Gold Stars wabo say just matches our ball and so to fear no 6 matches our ball ni no one winning ni na am bians eto come out of Lions Diana Stars Mediama and FC Samatex Kerala United one winning winning 5-5 each am bians eto come Nations FC Dreams FC Young Apostles and opposite Dreams FC any Nations so be winning 4-4 Young Apostles na Santiago ko 3 each and obias etima winia ya do come emiete fa fei obama away no na ya hwe away wins na bibia so etimi awakama na away wins no hatta folk enedi kan wakwa away wa win 3 Diana ana fa Sandero ko win 2-2 ewa away Samson na Mediama ana fa Sodo All Blacks afei hatta Flyers Young Apostles Go Stars All United obia awini bako enso 81 ma ya do come emiete for this weekend matches baba so etimoma me aye 30 Tuesday na yeni come akra 30 Tuesday na Tuesday anapesa December rather 30 December na yeni komo na December we no Capo aya match na aya doso pa e ma compile ni nyina abo match day 14 and that's na no na ye wura mu na game eto den ama bians eto kama out of France ebo Diana Stars na bibians etima ko ochina hatta folk ebo Nations FC University of Ghana Legon na bibians etimi akokama ne kwasiada kotoko any dreams ya be si so ochina and sweat to them a match day 15 at so and sample and assist match day 16 and sweat to us no ebe rum 28 there 28 na ye rum na on so match day 16 no and sweat to so am bias eto come na mama me ayade say pitch covers no yeni come akra on say beka cho say the National Sports Authority led by Raya Ampof Ankra and impeni for I share Ghana Sports Authority so say ombenya pitch covers na omodisi media cover say na be so aha bibia so beto on say pitch no na bibia no eti mama me the other video or banner directions never nempo ye kire say on fa na yenyi ade no eti omayi ni nyina we pitch covers ye dia ba just Accra Sports Stadium you say eti December no progress medical which a medical program at Accra Sports Stadium and afi share the link and so program 2 days and so 81 mama me kan sa be hu esa na me bia movinti sai pepe and no eti don komo and so eti da me eti fonti sai pepe na general league matches me san sa nyame boa na match coach and di ade show ba ristika edi komo edi afa club by feno there second out of Flyers for church say coach Bash one of the best coach watena Ghana say wabo adwuma pa na adwuma na obori na wasatena tima ye fan out of France be 2 seasons ni acha yentie shoba ristika boss board ma coach Bash.
Lions is the very good team. You see, I think the more player, the more groups stay together 2 year, 3 year is very strong team. Also the coach, I respect the coach. The coach is one coach have very experience here in the Ghana. He have idea from the football. He put the team very good inside in the pitch. He working from this group 2 year, 3 year is the strong team. But also us, if you see this this league, game to game
and the sansa no and to the coach Bash Basilio Ford and so Kasaka crowd proud to a Diana game no on so enim say easy cry because o share Diana sukuta fine form and to no susu game